Welcome back, anybody I'm watching, to AJ Plays Yumina the Ethereal. Last time... This is the trouble about doing things all in one session, because then you're like, wait, did that happen in the video before that, or did it happen in the video that just happened? Anyways, the thing that I do know that just happened was Krara just revealed a little bit of her past pretty quick. Yumina learned that her mother is dead and she went to go on a walk. I'm assuming to go cry by herself, but who knows. That's... Hey, she's not here? Guess he went to follow her. I'm standing in front... Oh, nope. I'm standing in front of Yumina's door in the residential section. Came here to deliver something she'd forgotten, but the sign on the door indicates that she's out. It doesn't mention where she is. She must have gone out for a random walk. So, what am I going to do about this? Look down at my cargo, which is now without destination. What is the cargo, though? Don't want to leave it by the door. If possible, I'd like to hand it over personally. I could find a... Oh, come on. This is... Dude, I don't think anybody's gonna steal from anybody on the ship. They all seem to be pretty nice to each other. I could find a computer console and call her out, or find out where she is. But this isn't really anything urgent. Plus, it wouldn't be nice to call her out when she's on a walk. I decided to take a walk of my own, trying to think of where she might have gone.
Yumina? 部屋にいるんじゃないのか?
No, she was out. She wasn't summoned or anything, was she?
こちらでは聞いていないな。急ぎの用事なのか?
No, just delivering something she forgot. I'll look for her at my leisure. Is this...
緑下さんですか? こちらには来てないですね。
I'm finding this part funny so far. He's just like, oh hey, he's seen Yuna. I see. Sure is a big ship.
でもファルアーさんなら船内の人探しはいくらでもできますよ。
Foul.
ええ。確か食堂で休憩してたと思います。行ってみるといいでしょう。
Isn't this place... For some reason I'm assuming that this area is like right next to the cafeteria. Like if you were to turn around, it'd just be right there.
緑下さんですか?
Actually, yeah, that reminds me though. I wonder where the big meeting place is going to be this time. Is it going to be the cafeteria? Or is it going to be in like that meeting hall? Or is it going to be somewhere completely different? I kind of hope for somewhere completely different, or the cafeteria. Just for some minor thing. Do you know where she is?
少々お待ちください。緑下さんはイシリアル用の戦闘ブリッジにいるようですね。
Combat bridge. Is that a different place than the normal bridge?
ええ。異空体と交戦する場合にイシリアルが待機する特別な場所です。行き方は案内を見ればわかりますよ。
Okay, still, you really did find out where she was in a couple of moments. How'd you do that? I like to think that she just reached up her hand to her ear like that and just got the information without even saying anything.
船のシステムにアクセスして緑下さんの個人端末の信号を探したんです。尋ね人ならいつでもどうぞ。
Okay, thanks. I'll go there then. And so I found myself on the combat bridge. This place is even more spacious than most other rooms on the ship. My footsteps echo off the walls. The two people who are already here notice these footsteps and turn my direction. I'm assuming that it's Yumina and I. Yumina waves at me. Apparently she was talking to... Oh, nope. Apparently she was talking to one of the ship's crew.
Ayumu! そっちも用事があるの?
My business is with you, not with this place. You forgot this in the mess hall.
ああ、本当だ、忘れてた。ごめん。わざわざ届けさせちゃって。
I had to think. Come on, what is it? But I'm curious why she's here in the first place. No. What could she have left though? I just want to, like, even if it's not gonna say, I just want to. I don't know. Let's go with a sock. She forgot her sock. Yumina, what are you doing here?
整備の人からお母さんの話を聞いてたのよ。
私はゼーレルムの上院一筋でやってきたものでしてね。ユミカさんのこともいろいろと覚えてます。なんせユミカさんもこの船の乗員として私らと一緒に過ごしてましたからね。
You mean she used to be just like Yumina?
ええ、地球からやってきてゼーレルムに所属して戦ったということです。
So in other words, Yumina followed in her mother's footsteps without realizing it. Is that a coincidence brought about by their blood relation, or was it because of Kurara's scheming?
それで、さらにすごいことがあるの。実は、この場所なんだけどね。お母さんはここで、歌を歌ってたんだって。
That, I think, is new information. Sing, you mean just like you?
ユミカさんのイシリアル能力は歌を使って力を伝えるものだったんです。彼女の声が仲間の力を高めるんですな。
Special DLC where you switch in Yumina with Yumika, make different songs.
そのために使われていたのがこの戦闘ブリッジなんです。
The mechanic looks around the combat bridge, his eyes narrow. He must be recalling Yumika as she used to stand here. But I can clearly image Yumina singing here myself. Just like how she sang on the stage during the Student Council War. I see, so that's why the chief made you sing like that.
そうね。やっぱり、お母さんのことを知ってたから、なのかな。
Yumina and I know nothing about Yumika except what's on the records. But her miracle might still linger in this place.
今もこの場所はあの時と同じように整備されております。もしもユミナさんがユミカさんと同じ力を持っているなら、私も期待させていただきますよ。
Guys, she's gonna be even stronger than Yumika, because she's the main character.
頑張る。ありがとう、おじさん。私、お母さんのことをもっともっと知りたいから、また話聞かせてね。
Yumina thanks the old mechanic. She looks very determined. I'm quite moved by her attitude. Is that it for that scene? Yep. Okay. A vacant stare. I kind of want to go with eyes. Just because I'm in the mood for some shenanigans. That was horrible. So I'm gonna go with this one.
つまり、ここが格納庫。ゼーレルムの兵器が詰まっているところ。
Whoa, it's a giant robot. So they really do exist. Naya's taking me on a tour of the ship. I'm impressed by what she shows me. Giant human-shaped robots that I only know from old science fiction. There are many of them lined up in here. So these are the radiant frames.
そう。コアからの供給によりシールドを貫通できる火力を有する対異空体兵器。多分歩夢もそのうちこれに乗って戦うことになる。
Soon. Me? Is that really necessary?
異空体の強さは大体は大きさに比例する。中型以上だと波のイシリアルでも厳しい。でもフレームに乗れば自分の能力を火力に特化した形に変換することができる。つまり純粋な威力が上がる。
But I've never been... But I have never been in one of these things before?
多分その辺はファルアーがサポートすることになる。だから平気。歩夢を見ていて思ったことだけど、やっぱり兵士向きの体つきだと思う。
Well, that's one way to put it. I'm not exactly sure if that's a compliment. My old man caused me to grow up like this. He trained me in his personal style of martial arts. It gives me a strange feeling to know that training pays off now. There are lots of other weapons too, aren't there? Like that crab thing over there.
無人機械。ボートの鎮圧とかに使われるもの。でも、異空体には足止めくらいの役にしか立たない。
So the frames are our ace in the hole after all. As I walk through the hangar, I spot Yumina. She's not doing anything, just staring at the weapons. Did not expect Yumina to be here. Hey, Yumina. I stopped to call out to her.
Ayumu?
When I get closer, I can see her face better. She's wearing an unusually downcast expression. She's looking up, but she's not focusing on the frames. She's just staring at nothing. I thought the vacant stare was going to be eyes, but apparently it's Yumina's. Surprising. I'm so shocked by that expression that I forget to call out to her for a moment. Even though she doesn't look any different than usual at first glance.
Yumina, Ayumu が呼んでいる。ああ、Ayumu たちも来たんだ。何の用？
Just saying hi. I didn't want anything in particular. When she notices us, her expression turns back normal. She gives me that smile, free of worries.
兵器の説明をしていただけ。ユミナはここで何を？ああ、さっきまで整備の人の話聞いてたのよ。昔のゼーレルムとか、お母さんとか。
It's like it actually just happened. But the weird part is that this he's like, I don't know what she's talking about. Wow, what did you learn?
いろいろよ。やっぱりすごいと思った。とりあえず私他のところにも行ってみる。それじゃまた後でね。
Well, she's probably feeling pretty awkward right now, so that's why she's leaving. See you, Yumina. Before I could say anything to stop her, Yumina runs off. I muttered to myself as I watch her retreating figure. There's clearly something wrong with her.
ユミナがおかしい。何が原因で？
I don't know. Any ideas, I thinks about it for a moment. She must have noticed it too.
私にはよくわからない。でも、多分それは歩夢が一番よくわかること。そして、歩夢が何とかするべきこと。
What's that supposed to mean? I doesn't answer my question. There are things for me to worry about other than fighting the extra dimensionals. I just realized that. Oh, it's always whatever girl's route you're on if they're having a problem. Hey, Ayumu, go talk to her. You understand her the best. Will be the debate club's future. Well, this part was only 13 minutes and 12 seconds so far, so you know what? I'll do a second day. I will do a second day and save over here. Don't need that one anymore. Can't wait to get back into the training though, which is weird. It's like I just want to I want to finish the Oracle storyline. It's like the big thing for me right now. It's like, well, like the only thing that I'm really looking forward to in Yumina's route right now is figuring out about Ayumu's past. That's about it. So I'm more hyped for the Oracle than anything else. Okay. I don't have anything. Darn, I was gonna... Okay, you know what? Just pick up this feature. Just go with all the new ones that appear. Even though I'm pretty sure somebody said not to do that. Dots. Dots. Food on the Zellerm is normally had in the mess hall in the residential section. Because the books I read on Earth, I thought that food on a spaceship, like, would be like nutrient supplements or something. But no, man, they got chicken nuggets. But they actually have meat and fresh vegetables here, and they serve it on a table with decent cutlery. It doesn't taste bad. It's almost as good as the stuff you get in restaurants on Earth. There are lots of dishes I never expected to find on a spaceship.
当然だ。居住区の一部では食料の生産もされているからな。
What I want to know is if they're different vegetables. Like, I'm assuming that on wait. I was like, I'm assuming on Algoda they have different types of vegetables, and then I remembered Algoda is a wasteland. They don't have any vegetables.
完全に自給自足とはいかなくとも、食事に彩りを添えるには十分すぎる。兵士の士気に関わる重要なことだ。
True, it's much nicer to be able to eat like this every day than have to drink gel all the time.
ごちそうさま。
What did I eat?
珍しいな。まだ残っているじゃないか。
That is unusual. Hi, are you sick?
残っているけど、無理に食べたくない。
The big guy is sick. I don't believe I'm hearing this. What's wrong with you, I?
地球の味を知ったら、ここの食事で満足できなくなってしまったの。
Okay. Okay. What are we going to do, Chief? Morale is dropping.
知るか。奴一人の不満くらい放っておけ。
I know, maybe you could go talk to some of the chefs and be like, hey, here's a cookbook I brought from Earth. Maybe you should try it out.
お腹いっぱいかな。
Huh? Yumina, you're leaving your food too?
ほら、私の仲間がもう一人。いや、別にそんなことないわよ。ただ、今日は食欲がないかなって。
Hey, Yumina. I've been her friend for a considerable time now, so I know what the deal is. It's not that Yumina doesn't have an appetite, she just doesn't have the energy to do things. That includes eating, but it's not limited to that. If you're feeling down, you should still eat well, or you'll only lose even more energy.
別にそういうわけじゃ。
Do you have something on your mind that's more important than food? For example, your mother? Yumina jerks when I say that. Looks like I'm on the money. Cora and I don't look very surprised either. They keep silent. Lately, Yumina's been walking through the cellar and talking to her crew. But doing so, she's gradually learned more and more about her mother. At the same time, she's starting to get depressed. That can't be a coincidence.
ちょっと愚痴るくらいならいいかな。
Feel free, that's what club members are for. Yumina was in the process of getting up, but she sits back down and faces us. Or rather, she's looking down a little. She's not looking at any one of us directly.
あれからね、ジェレルムの中をあちこち歩いて、いろんな人に話聞いたのよ。昔から働いてる人だと、お母さんに直接会ってる人もいてね。みんな優しいけど、でも、ジェレルム以外の銀河連邦では、お母さんって裏切り者扱いされてるんだって。
Yep, figured that was the issue. A traitor? There was emotion in her voice just now. Her expression clouds over even more. It's not that she's about to burst into tears or anything, but she's clearly depressed. Her expression looks empty.
お母さんが死ぬ原因になった力の暴走。あれは、お母さんが異空体と融合して引き起こしたものらしいの。
Fusing? What does that mean? Was she eaten or something?
異空体と接触してその意志を溶け合わせた。
In contrast to Yumina, I speaks levelly. It's not that she's not feeling anything, she's just suppressing her emotions. Maybe that's just what I want to believe.
確かにそれは銀河連邦で広く知られている過去の歴史のようなもの。バライッソ異空体戦ではイシリアル能力の暴走により多くの人間が犠牲となった。その原因が緑下由美香だと。
Is that the truth?
由美香は自分の心を破壊の意志に変え、異空体だけでなく味方の艦隊にまで向けた。その時、由美香の仲間だったカラレスが自らを犠牲にして止めようとしたけれど、結局多くの戦艦が消滅。結果、由美香は罪深き裏切り者とされ、命を散らしたカラレスは 英雄となった。私が聞いた話もその通り、お母さんは悪い人ってことになってる。
Oh no, I thought the people on the ship used to work with her. They never talk about her like that.
その通り。だからこそゼーレルムは総帥に疎まれ、連邦の中でも立場が低い。
Huh? I remember Galliorn's conference. It did seem that he despised not just Diesel but the Zellerm in its entirety.
バライッソ異空大戦の以前からガレオーンはイシリアルの力に対して懐疑的な見方をしていた。そしてイシリアルの暴走による大災害。その後彼は自分の主張が正しかったと唱え、支持者を集めて一気に立場を強くした。対してユミカを全面的に支援していたゼーレルムは処罰こそなかったけれど、裏切り者の仲間として見られている。同期の士官にもかかわらず、ガレオーンとイゼルの今の立場にこれだけ差があるのも、艦長の昇進の目がなくなったから。
馬鹿げた話だ。
While I seems to be quite composed, Kara is clearly upset about this topic. I guess you're on the captain's side, Chief.
当たり前だろう。ユミカと一緒にいて、裏切り者なんて話を信じている方が異常だ。別に証拠があるわけでもない。ガレオーンが権力を得るために都合がいいように事故を利用しただけだ。
キララ。
Yumina looks up and faces Kara directly. Kara looks away, slightly embarrassed. Oh, I guess that's a kindness in her own way.
ここは、俺も信じてるぜ、とかいう空気？
Well... Anyway, what about you, I?
カラレスはアルゴダ星生まれ。私と同じ故郷の人。アルゴダでは最も強いシリアル。この騎士の称号を与えられた英雄としてみんなに慕われている。
Imperial Knight.
アルゴダの支配者のそばに仕え、その身を守る役目を与えられた人。
The ruling class? I think you mean just the ruler.
だから、ユミカのせいでカラレスが命を落としたなら、恨むべきだと思う。
But...
でも、ガレオーンが言うことが全部正しいとも思わない。あれは、あまりいい人間ではないから。
That's one way to put that.
つまり私は、中立。判断を下すのは、もっと深くを知ってからでいい。
Yep.
そっか。愛も。みんな、ありがとうね。
Seems to me like Yuma's face has regained its former color. She hasn't completely cheered up yet, but at least she's out of the slump that prevented her from swallowing her food.
本当はね、ゼーレルムの人たちだってそう言ってくれたの。
Was it that Kraus was actually the traitor?
みんな優しくて、お母さんのこと信じてて、ガレオンの嫌味にも耐えてる。なんていうか、すごいことだと思った。ユミカさんと一緒に戦ったとか、ユミカさんに命を助けられたとか、私の知らない思い出がたくさんある。なのに、一番お母さんに近いはずの私が、何も知らない。変なことよね。
Can't help it, the circumstances being what they are. Yumina makes a vague face as if she's struggling with an emotion. Can't figure out what that emotion could be. Maybe not even Yumina knows what exactly.
ねえ、キララ。キララは、お母さんのことを知ってて、それで私に声をかけたんだよね。
そうだな。私はもう一度宇宙に行こうとしていた。そのためにはお前の力が必要だったんだ。だが勘違いするなよ。別に利用だけして捨てるわけではない。私にとってお前は仲間だ。それだけはちゃんと覚えておけ。
That's right, it's important to think about things, but you shouldn't get it over your head. It's not just the chief, I and I are here as well. Don't forget you can come to us for help anytime.
宇宙に来ても、J レルムに入っても、論絶部は論絶部。今まで通りでいい。
Even though we're missing Tamori and Naoto. Except I don't think they were actual members.
みんな、ありがとう。
Yumina answers us earnestly. Her reply was little more than a murmur, but I could feel that she's genuinely thankful all the same.
やっぱり、遠慮してたのかもしれない。みんなの心がこんなに近いってこと、忘れてた。でもこれなら、これからも戦っていける。そんな気がする。
I wonder if Yumina will be smiling from now on. I wonder if we can help her smile again. Right now, the prospects seem pretty good. The bond of the Bay Club is more than strong enough. Dots. Dots. Well. Okay, well, I'm not gonna stop in the middle of the day. So, two choices. Round the Zellerm with Zeta, Karara and Yumika. I have this... One of the reasons that I didn't immediately go to this one with Karara is because I feel like I already know enough. I have this thing about dreading redoing things, or doing things that I already know. But hey, I can hope that there'll be some new information. The Zellerm has so many facilities that it's hard to believe I'm on a spaceship. For example, this place is as big as a park. Apparently, it's a meeting room where the crew comes together for meetings. There are trees here and there making up the scenery, and there are tables in between where people can sit and talk about things. Well, I think I've already looked at this, but it's just like these are raised up. Or is that a walkway? No, that's not a... This thing's construction has confused me for a long time. But, like, how do they get to here? There's no stairs. That does not look like a walkway because it looks slanted. Unless the walkway is, like, right over that rail? Or maybe it's in between those rails? I don't know. Maybe it's just a spaceship thing. Feels as if this is a place for upper-class people to hold tea parties. As I survey the big area, my gaze falls on someone I know. I decide to go over there, even though I don't have any real goal in mind. Chief, and the captain, what are you two doing here?
少しばかり思い出語りをな。今は私も彼女も休憩中だ。
Who are you guys?
会議室も今は使う予定がないからな。緑が恋しければ自由に使って構わんぞ。
For some reason, whenever I remember that these two are basically like friends, I just find it kind of cute.
立っているのもなんだ。
Oop. Accidentally scrolled. And that cut her off. Great. Okay, don't mind if I do. I joined them at their table. It's actually quite unusual to get to talk to the captain like this. Might as well ask him some questions while I'm at it. Come to think of it, you said you knew each other from a long time ago, didn't you?
ああ、そうだ。ユミカが銀河連邦軍に入ってから、私も彼女と一緒にイゼルに世話になった。
異空大戦で黒川が行方不明になるまでだがな。突然神武学園から連絡が来るまでは音沙汰なしだった。
Jinbu Academy. You mean when you found your own way back to Earth and re-entered the academy?
うん。学園長と館長は、連邦の立場以外にも交友があるらしくてな。その時に連絡してもらった。
戻ってきたと聞いてはいたが、直接再会したのは先日のことだ。
I want to think that there was some off-screen hugging involved, but...
まさかお前の方があの時と変わらぬ姿で再会することになるとはな。
自分でも不思議なこととは思う。だが、不都合があるわけでもあるまい。
Does you blend in with all the kids? I mean, students.
そうか。お前が大丈夫と言うなら信じることにしよう。
Izo looks at Kurara, almost like a father would look at his daughter. Kurara, in turn, is wearing a calm expression. I guess it's because they would go back such a long way. Chief, your appearance hasn't changed from the time you were with Yumina's mother, right?
簡単に言えばそうなるな。あの頃のまま、成長も老化もしていない。
Did you get like this on purpose? But why?
いや、これは恋ではなく、事故だ。その後遺症、とでも言えばいいか。
Question mark?
バライソ異空体戦での事故の後、別世界を漂流していた、と説明したな。
Yeah, until you returned to Earth, as I recall. The Battle of Bryce? I forgot how that was pronounced. Read about that in Yumika's records. It was some huge battle against the Extra-Dimensionals. I'm not entirely clear on what happened to Kurara after that, though.
正確にはその時、私自身のイシリアル能力が暴走したんだ。別世界への扉が開き、強制的に送られてしまった。
Kurara activates a monitor in the table and uses it to explain about her own power. The closest thing in science fiction I can think of is the power to warp, the power to instantly move from one place to another. She explains the theory to me, but frankly, it's difficult to understand even when you're not Yumina. I see, but what about your growth?
それは、正直はっきりと分かっているわけではない。ただあの時の暴走以降、私は体の成長が一切停止してしまっている。私の予想では、成長期を迎える直前だったはずなのだが。
You sure did.
歩む。なんだその顔は。
Growth spurts? Normally you'd already be past that by the time you entered Jinbu Academy.
貴様
はは、それを言ってやるな。だいたいユミカはそんな彼女が好きだと言っていたぞ。
Then Yumika had good tastes. I see, so they were good friends.
姉妹のようにな。黒川の着ている制服も元はユミカが着ていた思い出の品なのだからな。
I believe that might be new information. Huh, those clothes? Crow looks the other way in embarrassment. She doesn't deny it though, which is confirmation enough. I always wondered why she was wearing that baggy uniform, plus it's different from the Academy's current uniforms. I thought it was just her uniform from back then. No. Hopefully I remember, but I'll wait. But if the uniform is what binds her and Yumika together, I think I'll treat it with a little more respect in the future. Was that... I figured it was just hers from back then, and that they only came in one size. That's literally been the thing. My thoughts this entire time. Okay, yeah, I'll save there. So this, and then next, and then exit to title. This is pointless, but I just wanted to confirm something. CG gallery, probably. Carrara? There it is.
私については、ノーコメントとして。
ユミナの母親って、ポーズがすごい痛いよな。
そしてユミナにも同じ血が脈々と。言わないで、言わないで。
Well, you could probably guess that the thing I wanted to check is just their uniforms. So I guess she took her shirt, but just switched in that? Don't know. Anyways. Okay. Well, that's it for this part. Been a good 35-ish minutes. This is fun. So, it's just gonna be this next, and then that. Okay. Anyways, in the next part, yeah, it'll be that, and if another thing doesn't pop up, then it'll be training. So, yeah, and if something does pop up, I'll probably keep going until, like with the things, like in the next video, until training, or until training's the only thing left. If this is the only thing that, nothing pops up after this, it's just training. That is a long time. That's a lot of time for training. Oh boy. Oh boy, but I'm probably going to want to get up another 5 levels. Almost at level 100. I was looking back at like the, I don't know, 4th video or something of Season 1. And I was just like, oh my god. Back when I was fighting Mino for the first time, and my level was like 3 or something, I was like, oh, that's so cute. The single digits. Haven't seen that in a long time. Anyways, yeah. See you in the next part. Bye.